Hey everyone, this is my second time recording this video. The reason for that is because the clean lady that comes here every Monday, she pretty much let me know she got me a new light bulb because one of my lights kind of went out and I took it out because it's not working, and yeah. So this is something I really should have finished a long time ago. I'm sorry I've been procrastinating with this, but partially I did it because there's like YouTube videos I really want to make, and I thought they were really cool for me to make them. There was some stuff going on with my friends, and I was trying to do stuff for school, and also this book was just simply boring. And if you don't know what this book is, it is the sequel to Red Rising. This one is called Golden Sun. Oh, sorry, Golden Sun, sorry, it's backwards. And here's a short summary of what Red Rising, the first book, was about. So it's about a guy that lives on Mars. It takes place in the future. A guy on Mars named Darrow, and he's a red. Reds are basically people that have red hair, red eyes, and they're very low base. Here, I'll read you the chart. So it's basically a world where everybody lives by color standards. So it goes from gold, silver, white, copper. Those are the four high ones, and then gold is the main one. Then it goes from blue, yellow, green, violet, orange, gray, and then it goes from brown, obsidian, pink, and red. And Darrow is a red. He has a wife named Io. He has family that are also reds. They live in the mines of Mars because they're trying to make it habitable for people to live on, because apparently the rest of the world isn't very livable for the rest of the world, and he gets abused by grays and golds because they're higher than like reds and everything. His wife gets killed. I think it's because, oh yeah, his wife gets killed because she introduces him to the outside world, and she gets hanged, and Darrow had to hang her himself, and then he gets hanged, but apparently he actually had some food that made him not so dead-like. Put him in a trance to make him look like he's dead. And after he dies, he actually comes back to life, and apparently some golds make him from a red to a gold. And basically he has to go to a university, he has to do some training, he has to learn how to kill golds and everything, and then I guess his training is done. I don't know, that book is so forgettable, and this book is no exception. Like, basically, there's a lot of Star Trek themes to it, and don't get me wrong, I love Star Trek. Star Trek is an awesome TV show. It's one of my childhood favorites, but I could not get into this book because it taught way too much about politics and about random machines, and it was just so hard to understand for me. And but I'll talk about the story. So basically what happens is that it takes place 5 years after Darrow graduates. Basically he's semi-screwed because because he doesn't have any money to his name. They gave him a fake identity, and he's pretty much screwed at this point. But he tries to make an army full, not just full of golds, but lower colors like blues, violets, pinks. And pinks are pretty much like sex slaves, and I think blues are like painters and doctors. I don't know. You can go check out the book yourself. But anywho, so he's trying to figure things out. He goes on Luna, and actually the thing is, Luna is one of the moons on one of the planets, and apparently it was a little hard for me to understand in the first book, but they explain a little more clear in the second book. Apparently, gold, like all those colors I just mentioned, they're descendants from human beings from like many years ago, like maybe 100 or 1,000 years ago. I don't remember, but yeah, they're descendants from Earth, and they went to Mars, and then they started living in all the planets. They just had evolution on themselves. They just came to be all these colors, and also they're built differently as well. They don't look they look very different. Not only is their hair and eyes different colors, but they're also different body shapes. So yeah. So Dara goes to Luna at a party. He meets an old flame, sort of. They got mixed chemistry going on, and he has to figure things out. He's trying to make all these people, all these locals, be in his army. They get these ships. They kidnap these spaceships, try to get back to Mars from Luna. They go to Mars. They go to the mine where he grew up in. He meets his mother, who kind of figured out instantly through mother instinct that this is her son. She hugs him. His old flame freaks the fuck out. She tries to kill him. One of the Obsidians that he hired, whenever they hired but sent free to become his assistant and everything, almost kills her, but he doesn't. And then she runs away. And apparently his master, and also the person that killed his wife, made him kill his wife, she's the daughter of that guy. Mustang is the daughter of that person. I forgot his name, I'm sorry. And her brother, the Jackal, kills him at the end of the book. And also Dara finds out that his teacher is dead. That's pretty much the book. At least that's what I can remember the book. Sorry I spoiled so much, but I spoiled the ending for you, but one thing I couldn't stand, there was like so many things I couldn't stand about this book, and one of them was that the fact that the names were so hard to remember. Like, they're based off of Greek mythology, I think, and they're just super hard to pronounce. And don't get me wrong, I love Greek mythology, it's really interesting, but oh god, those names were so hard to remember. I only remember Dara, but then again, I only remember his name because the cover says it. And Mustang, I only remember her because she reminds me, and even Dara says that she reminds me of his old wife Io. And I also remember the Jackal, and I only remember the Jackal because his name is like the easiest to remember. And then Razor, I think his name is the Obsidian that helps him out. And there's Augustus, I think he's also an ally. And then Augustus is the villain. And then Ares is the guy that helps him out. Or was it the other way around? I don't remember. These names are so hard to remember. Another thing that made it so boring for me was that I couldn't fully understand the dialogue. Like, okay, you know that one scene in the second Matrix movie where Neo meets the Matrix and it's an old dude in white and he starts talking and you have no idea what he's saying? Pretty much 90.7% of this book was pretty much what I was reading. Like, you can just take the dialogue from that one scene in Matrix and put it in this book. That's what it felt like reading it. I couldn't stand this book. It was so boring and dry, and I'm sorry, but Dara is like such a forgettable character. I didn't even remember his name until I read this description, like I said. And, oh god. I have to talk at least something good, because I read it. Well, I do find it interesting that people are based off of colors, but like there's so many of them, I actually kind of forget which color we're talking about. And also, since they got different body shapes, it's hard for me to actually picture what an orange or yellow may look like. But my problem is that all I can remember is that they're supposed to be yellow and orange. And I honestly couldn't stand the politics talk. And like I said, it has a bit of a Star Trek theme to it. And it's not that I don't like Star Trek, but it was so hard to understand. Dialogue was boring. I was reading random words through this book. I wasn't reading a story, just random words. I felt like I was reading a freaking textbook. A textbook! That's how dry and boring this book was. And the only parts I really liked was the scenes with Io. Why do I keep on saying Io? apparently the only character I actually give a damn is someone that's already dead. Yeah, I care more shits about a dead character than everybody else. Because she was like the most interesting character in this entire book. I care more about a dead character that's been dead for pretty much most of the story than I do for the living characters. Well, I do care a little bit about Mustang, because she is similar to Io, but yeah. You know you have written a bad book when only your dead characters are interesting more than your living characters. I'm sorry. So, yeah, apparently there's like a romance between Mustang and Doro, and that's okay. I actually kind of like it fine. They have decent chemistry together, and apparently Mustang doesn't really trust her dad, aka the person that killed Io. She doesn't really trust her brother either, who's the Jackal. And honestly, I really don't care who or who not to trust. I don't give two shits about Doro. I mean, I feel bad that his wife died, and I'm glad he saw his mother near the end of the book. Spoiler. But I really, like, these books were just so boring, guys. I couldn't stand it. I'm just glad I finished the damn thing. And the book's only 446 pages. 446 pages! And also, this has nothing to do with the story and premise or plot or whatever, but so many readers say that Pierce Brown is attractive. Does he look attractive to you guys? Because I don't think so. I'm sorry, if you do, that's fine, but I don't think he's that hot. Just my opinion. So, yeah, that's my book review. I don't care for anybody in that Red Rising series. I will finish the series, though, because it's part of my raffle thing. I'm doing a little raffle where I pick out books that I'm trying to finish reading, and whichever book I pick out, I have to finish reading. Thankfully, there's only one more book out, but good lord, that book was such a drag, and it was dry. If you like it, good for you. I just don't care for it. Peace.